EastEnders icon Laurie Brett reveals intense Jane Beale showdown as Cindy lashes out. EastEnders were never going to bring Jane Beale back with a whimper, so it comes as little surprise that TV icon Laurie Brett has told us of explosive scenes ahead as her alter ego clashes with Cindy. Jane knows more about Cindy than Cindy knows about Jane because Jane lived with the Beale children for years. Seeing Cindy in her house shocks Jane, who feels indignant and bewildered by the strange situation, almost like encountering a ghost. She explained, "A cliffhanger left us on the edge of our seats with Jane and Cindy coming face to face at the end of the week's first visit to Albert Square. So what next?" Laurie promised drama between these two women, both mothers to the same children. Jane's shocking actions with Lucy contrast with her role as a devoted mother to Cindy's kids for years. Cindy's anger and guilt add complexity, fueled by mutual mistakes. Off-screen though, there is far less conflict, with Laurie thrilled to work with Michelle after all this time. Laurie Brett highlights her close off-screen friendship with Michelle Collins, contrasting it with their on-screen characters' rivalry, comparing it to Pat and Peggy, and noting their frequent laughter during filming. Back on the subject of complexity, Jane will have an out-of-body experience when she sees Bobby, the boy she loved as her own but who then nearly paralyzed her for life in a violent attack. Laurie Brett describes Jane's heart filling with love upon seeing Bobby, predicting emotional scenes that highlight a mother's forgiveness, similar to Dot and Nick's relationship. It's been 7 years since we last saw Jane on our screens, and she has been a name floated about by fans as a dream comeback, especially since Cindy came back on the scene. So how did it come about, and was it an easy decision for Laurie to reprise the role? Laurie Brett shares her excitement about returning as Jane, following a meeting with Chris Crenshaw about the storyline. She looked forward to working with Adam, Michelle, Clay, and reuniting with Thomas Law, noting how much he's grown. Laurie Brett felt nervous about returning as Jane but found comfort in familiar faces on set, including Adam, Michelle, director Carl Nielsen, and many crew members. Her worries quickly vanished, and it felt like she had never left. "We did a play together only a couple of years ago, and we traveled and performed together, so we haven't been apart as long as Ian and Jane. It was joyous because I find working with Adam really easy and we have a sixth sense of where we are going with our scenes. And the scenes certainly promise to be dramatic, with Laurie excitedly promising that her short-term return it's going to be intense, exciting and emotional. It's likely that Jane's comeback will play a part in the upcoming departure of Clay Milner Russell as Bobby, and intense filming pictures showed a graveside showdown between him and Cindy. We're all in for the chaos, bring it on."
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của OK Spoiler. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại các bạn video tiếp theo.